The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Off the bus early and with pregame.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Beasley is out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3. Now, here is Russell. Outside, Towns. Offline with his 3. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Conley kicks to Ingles. Back to Conley. He feeds it to Gobert. He gets it in there.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Now, here is Russell. And good that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Mitchell missing. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Charity stripe shot. And it's Russell missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Bogdanovich passes to Conley. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
The drive by Russell. Drops in the layup for 2. Russell's got his second bucket of the night.
They opened the gates and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
Here's Mitchell. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And it's Towns penetrating. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And the Jazz with some changes. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Now here's Moutier. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 to shoot. Oh, the lob to Gobert. That one doesn't go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love. All-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Johnson against Bogdanovich. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Layman pass to Towns. Back to Layman. Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. In transition, here come the Jazz. Pass to O'Neal. Culver with the steal. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Davis is checked in for the Jazz. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in for Minnesota. They've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Johnson for 3. Moutier with the rebound. Utah trailing here. Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Layman kicks to Culver. There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Timberwolves have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And so he hits the technical free throw. On the wing, Johnson. From deep. He can't get that one.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Moutier pass to Davis. Johnson with the block. There's the pass to Layman. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes. You know, Greg, 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 3. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena.
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop in the opposing team scoring.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Reed in at the center filling out the middle. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Oh, I love how Towns plays with a chip on his shoulder. He brings it every night with force.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Davis. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And it's now only a 1-point Timberwolves lead. Here's Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got 8 points.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Passes it to Ingles. Here's Gobert. Shoots over Towns, and the rejection by Towns. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in for Davis. Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Johnson in the corner. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Hands with the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 1:33 left to play here in the half. Towns for 3. Moutier with the rebound. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 1. Mitchell outside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
A putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Nice shot by Gobert.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And too long on the shot. Utah leading. And here's Moutier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist for Moutier.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Jazz leading by 3. Clarkson kicks to Moutier. Here's Gobert. Mitchell outside. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Got it off in time. That shot is off. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. The deepest hole they got themselves into it. Man, that's good.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball. Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
To the middle. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Russell looking around. There's the triple. Again, Russell missing. Utah leading by 5. Mitchell passes to Ingles. And here's Bogdanovich, defended by Towns. Here's Gobert, and that one, good. Gobert's got 6 here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
A different look for Utah. Davis comes in for Bogdanovich. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Mitchell. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in. Conley into the lane. And no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. To the paint. Here's Okogie. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Timberwolves also changing it up. Johnson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie. Clarkson against Russell. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Clock at 6. Russell inside. He's covered by Clarkson. Off the left rim and out. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Davis. Reed with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. Jake Layman's checked in for Minnesota.
Looking good, D'Angelo. Very smooth in your motion.
Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Johnson's got the ball. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Mitchell. High post, Gobert. Ingles against Johnson. Now, here's Mitchell. Defense right on him. And there it is for him. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Out to Russell. Over O'Neal. And it's Russell missing. Mitchell in the corner. Here's the 3. No good.
And that's Russell. I mean, he has the length to disrupt and bother.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves lead by 1. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Towns. Russell is out there with Lehman. And it's Hernan Gomez in at power forward. Outside Conley. Rebound Minnesota.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Beasley's checked in for Lehman. Minnesota with the ball. 3-point lead. Here's Beasley. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
That's sharp shooting there from Beasley. Normally we see him a lot deeper, but that time he chose to step inside the line.
Mitchell left side. No good. This miss, number 4 in 10 shots. Here's a Kogi. Here's Hernan Gomez. Beasley outside. No good on the 3. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 5-point game. Here's Beasley. Goes back up. Pass to Okogie. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Clock at 4. Here's Russell. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. For Utah, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Mitchell outside. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Mitchell outside. Again, Mitchell missing.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Here's Russell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, I like the way Russell used his body there, finishing through contact, and he'll go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity.
Jazz trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Gobert. Shoots over Towns. Gobert can't hit. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Both good from the line that time. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Mitchell passes to Gobert. O'Neal dishes to Mitchell. Back to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Outside Bogdanovich. Conley for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. And Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one. There's 1:54 left here in the 4th quarter. Towns against Gobert. Towns, the pass to Okogie. Kicks it out to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Boy, I tell you what, Beasley can really move. I mean, his drives are explosive and sudden. The defense has no way to stop it.
To end the run, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Outside Russell, and it's Beasley in the corner. Towns up top. But Trey And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Towns. Beasley's got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Conley outside.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Timberwolves.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for D'Angelo Russell.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
High post try, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Towns with the steal. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
To the inside. Here's Spellman. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Moutier. And Moutier throws it down.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Noel. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing. And we've got
Well, Kevin, yep.
special talent indeed. David, thank you. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Johnson kicks to Oubre. Here's Ayton. And that one hits back iron.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
And Doris, the offense is there for Towns. That's obvious. But how does he improve defensively?
Well, you make a great point. Number one, he's always carried such a heavy burden offensively. Remember, this is a big guy, actually size 20 feet. So quickness laterally has always been an issue. For me, it's about one thing. Know your personnel and play smart angles, and that should help immensely.
Here's Russell. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Shoots the 3. Russell, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Look out below, an airmail special by Cat.
Now, here's Oubre. One-on-one fast break. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now, here is Russell. Over Rubio. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hernan Gomez. It's stolen by Johnson. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Ayton. And it's Rubio penetrating. Count it. Good.
I tell you, so good at maintaining composure on the pick and roll. Rubio decides to take that one himself.
Outside, Russell. Fires the 3. Oubre pulls it in. Suns trail by 6. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Russell fires away from way outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
No good from Booker.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here is Russell. Over Booker. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Booker. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Pass to Booker. From deep three-point range, connects from three-point range. Booker's got 5 now.
How about that? Impressive, impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
There's Russell with the 3. Here's Towns. Oh, he jams it right over Kelly Oubre. Wow.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 7. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Yeah, I picked a lot of people's brains, going.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
We've got Johnson, Culver out there with Layman, and it's Reed in at the 5 down low. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
That's just a terrific pass to beat the defense up the court, and that's exactly how you move the ball in transition.
Carter, the pass to Baines. Bridges for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. The pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. Johnson up top, covered by Saric. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Reed controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Carter, the pass to Jerome. To the wing right side. Bridges finds Kaminsky. Here's Jerome. Cuts off the pass. Here's Noel. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Passes to Kaminsky. Here's Jerome. Back to Kaminsky. Over Reed. And that one goes long. Minnesota with the ball. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Kaminsky. And the Suns miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Johnson. No good. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Carter. Lays it up and banks it in.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Over with it. 1:25 left in the first half of the game. Jerome passes to Saric, and Carter has it in the corner from past the arc. Carter can't get that one to fall.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
To the right side. Down low, Bridges with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Saric. Carter's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
On the wing, Johnson. A three-pointer is right on target.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And it's Carter penetrating. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Carter leading the charge. Here's Bridges. Johnson with the block.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. They get the rebound. Reed gets the bucket.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Carter, the pass to Kaminsky. Carter left side. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Six seconds left in the second quarter. Rubio laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Tell you what makes Rubio really tough on the drive. He's practically ambidextrous.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. And in Kentucky, Coach Calipari famously forbid Karl Anthony Towns to shoot 3 points. Kenny, and that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance by James Johnson.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Booker dishes to Oubre.
Look at how confident Kelly Oubre is in the catch and shoot. You know why? Because he worked at it.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Russell left side. Pass to Okogie. And stolen by Ayton. Booker with it. He's picked up by Russell. Up again. They get it back. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his first 2 points. Minnesota's shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Here's Russell. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered. Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
And it's Ayton missing.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker, DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Johnson kicks to Oubre. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Fades away. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Rubio against Russell. Looking to get back on track here, and the layup is good. Russell's got his second basket.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Oubre outside. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 15. There's Russell with the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Arguably the most dangerous weapon in D'Angelo Russell's arsenal. This guy is a problem for the defense.
Booker the pass to Rubio. Ayton trying to break free. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
That one goes. Count it. And it's 7 points for Devin Booker.
How about the ability to adjust and finish in different situations? Devin Booker, elite as a scorer.
Shoots off the step back with the putback. And it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 8.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
Russell against Carter. Outside, Russell pulls up, high post, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 9 points in the game so far.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Carter, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Beasley outside, and stolen by Booker. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, his value to this team on both ends. Not many guys can defend the perimeter and the rim the way Towns can.
Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Shoots over Baines. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Booker. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Outside Carter. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Layman is out there with Johnson. Then it's Culver, and it's Reed in at the center. 6 to shoot. Russell from long range.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
The shot by Sharch, no good. Minnesota leading by 18. Shoots from the line. No good. Shot missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Russell from long range. Buries it from three-point range. Russell's got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Kaminsky kicks to Booker. Jacks up a three. And Culver pulls it down.
Well, he tries to enter with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Culver, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Well, you can see the mobility and agility of Jarrett Culver on the offensive end. Plays the whole floor, secures the second chance opportunity.
Kaminsky finds Booker. Rubio with it. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
On the wing, Johnson. Booker against Russell. Fires it up. And the Timberwolves tack on two more. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
From deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the basket by Rubio.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Outside, Russell. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. This one for three. Rubio with the rebound. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. Here's Bridges. From down in the low post, it goes.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Culver dishes to Russell. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Russell's got 14 points here in the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Booker the pass to Saric, and it's good for two.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Russell from long range, and the three ball is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Saric finds Kaminsky. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And what you love about Ricky Rubio is his motor never stops. This guy does such a great job keeping plays alive.
Russell against Booker. Outside Russell, over Booker. No good from 18. Misses. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate An air of confidence to the Suns as they arrived earlier today. Playing in front of their home fans always puts a pounce in your step. And
Kevin, thank you very much.
thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Conley in at the point. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it? Greg, 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Bogdanovich. The shot, no good. And it's Utah the other way. On the wing, Mitchell. Fires for 3. And slam dunk by Gobert.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length, it's also the instincts.
Rubio dishes to Oubre. Booker with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Now Mitchell. Five on the clock. Booker against Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
No good from Booker.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Oh, the lob to Gobert. The shot, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide-open look.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Johnson, the pass to Rubio. Oubre for 3. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Rubio. Ayton in the high post. Johnson right side. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And here's Utah. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Ingles. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
There's the work Ingles has put into his strength and conditioning. Takes the hit and still able to convert.
Rubio finds Ayton. Booker left side. The 3 from Johnson. Rebound Utah. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mitchell. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. One-on-one fast break. Oubre passes to Johnson.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Sharch comes in for Booker. Bridges, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. The shot's good from Carter.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. For 3, Bridges. Here's Baines. And Davis sends it back. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Moutier. Tries again. 4 seconds left. No good at the rim.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Jazz. They're up by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Moutier. O'Neal is out there with Davis, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Clarkson in at the 2-guard spot. And it's Baines missing. Jazz leading by 5. Here's Moutier. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Moutier's got his first bucket in this one. The Suns shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Kaminsky is checked in for the Suns. Shot clock at 3. Here's Davis. Gobert trying to get open. Some solid defense from Saric. Here's Jerome. And no good that time. And Utah the other way now. On the wing, Davis. Back to Clarkson. Now, here is O'Neal. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Count that one. O'Neal's got the lead up to 9 now for the Jazz.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Carter against Clarkson. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Carter.
Poor defense there. That's his bread and butter. You have to crowd him out on the perimeter.
Here's Gobert in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Back to Saric. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Kaminsky. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
O'Neal passes to Gobert. Good work there as it goes. And it's a 12-point Utah lead.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Kaminsky. Rebound, Utah.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The Suns shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the second quarter. And Moutier throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Jerome, defended by Moutier. In transition, here come the Jazz. Moutier with the ball. Got that one up quick.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Jerome. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Feeds it to Kaminsky. Stolen by O'Neal. Poked away. Moutier passes to Davis. And he gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 16.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his first points of the night.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That's his first foul. 17 seconds left now here in the second. Baines finds Rubio. Here's Oubre. Beyond the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
And so it's Utah holding a bit. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Some incredible work in this one by Rudy Gobert. He had 12 points, 3 assists. And that should do.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Utah leading by 18.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high and the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Bucket is good.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
The drive by Mitchell, and he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. The pass to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Shot clock at 6. A 3 from Bogdanovich. That shot missing, so Phoenix will take it the other way. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Ayton finds Rubio. To the middle, tries from 7. And Ayton with the nice bucket inside. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Booker against Mitchell. Over Booker. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Johnson. And it's Bridges in for Kelly Oubre. And Utah with a change here, too. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Gobert. And Baines kicks to Kaminsky. And here's Booker from the arc. And another shot. And Baines with the layup.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
The feed to Bogdanovich, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Pass to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Bridges kicks to Kaminsky. Back to Bridges. And here's Booker from the arc. Sinks the triple. Booker's got it back down to within single digits for the Suns. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Saric has checked in for Phoenix. Carter comes in for Ricky Rubio. And Utah also making a switch. Clarkson's checked in. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 10 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Baines.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Fires from the line. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Mitchell. What a play. He simply trains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. They grab their own miss. And it's Ayton missing.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Bogdanovich left side to the paint. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game, and they need to avoid that.
And that one's good, Ayton.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Clarkson finds Mitchell. Mitchell is doubled. It's stolen by Sharch. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
The drive by Mitchell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
So for the Suns, Johnson comes in for Sharch. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Mike Conley's checked in for the Jazz.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Johnson, and Johnson with the stuff.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And the Jazz call time here.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Davis comes in for Bogdanovich. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
And Ayton gets double-teamed. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Growing before our eyes, the confidence of Gobert, comfortable doing a little of everything now.
Oubre passes to Ayton. Basket good. And here's Mudiay. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Conley. Another miss by Utah.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Inside, Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Ed Davis.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
Ayton hits from both. Utah leading by 7. To the inside. And that one good from Clarkson.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Johnson outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Kicks it out to Booker. The three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Jazz with some changes. Bogdanovich is checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Moutier. Mitchell is doubled. Here's Conley. And he makes good on the layup. And now it's an 11-point Jazz lead.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Jazz.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
And the first one drops.
High character kid, well spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Diallo, 13 feet away. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Mitchell with it. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
23 seconds left in the fourth. Down low. Pass to Okobo. And here is Baines. And there's the pass to Okobo. Here's Jerome. And Baines kicks to Diallo. Over to the left wing. Okobo. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A solid win. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Cloud, we are nearly ready.
Hey, Kevin, we have seen the end.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for Minnesota, they've got Towns. Malik Beasley out there with Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. Russell feeling it out a bit. There's the lob to Towns. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And here is Conley. To the paint. Here's Gobert. The shot that time, not on target. And Minnesota will come the other way.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. And remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
Mitchell against Russell. Beasley left side. Passes it to Okogie. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. And it's Mitchell missing. And stolen by Bogdanovich. The dish to Gobert. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
To the middle. Here's Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
He hits both from the stripe.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Mitchell, and there's the feed to Bogdanovich. The Jazz working the ball around now. Mitchell's shot is good.
And that's Mitchell at his best, playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air.
Russell passes to Towns. Stolen by Mitchell. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Towns throws it down.
I tell you what, it should absolutely be illegal for a 7-footer to be able to leave the ground that fast, but Towns has made it legal.
Bogdanovich against Hernan Gomez. Mitchell right side. Oh, that was terrific.
My goodness.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. Right side, Conley. Mitchell against Beasley. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. For three. The shot will not fall. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Pass to Okogie. To the inside. Here's Hernan Gomez. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
Down low. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail. Here's Beasley. Got a hand on it.
Wow. I mean, we don't normally see a rejection from Bogdanovic. I mean, the effort was great, and the shot block was a surprise. You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Russell against Conley. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now Ingles pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. First trip to the line for him here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. The Jazz also changing it up. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Johnson. Great D that time from Davis.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
For Utah, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And he's good on the second. Timberwolves trail by 9. On the wing, Johnson. They need this. Rebound, Utah. Clarkson dishes to Bogdanovic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. He got to double digits for the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Utah.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Clarkson is out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he makes both free throws. Utah leading by 7. Now, here's Clarkson. Now, Mudiay. Pass to Davis. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Noel. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Johnson surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. O'Neal with the rebound. Jazz leading by 7. Clarkson finds Bogdanovich. The 3. Not going to go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Johnson. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The Jazz have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Davis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Johnson. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's O'Neal. Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded closely. Here's Clarkson. Back to Moutier. And the shot goes in.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
There's the pass to Johnson. For the 3. Johnson missing again.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Moutier, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here we go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Moutier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Passes it to Reed, and it's Lehman in the corner. Kicks it to Johnson. Pass to Culver. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Reed. To the paint. Here's Culver. Davis with some nice D.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
In transition, here come the Jazz. Clarkson's running. Ingles passes to Gobert. Shoots over Towns, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Such an efficient scorer. Gobert knows his offensive game and picks great shots to take.
Here's Okogie. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Gobert. And that's an intentional foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Malik Beasley comes in for Culver. And Utah also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Outside Conley. Here's Clarkson. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Okogie. And the layup's good off the glass. Okogie's got 6.
Boy, that's a great job by Okogie to get out in front and finish off the break.
Conley left side. To the middle. Ingles dishes to Gobert. Here's Clarkson. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Utah. They're
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, a tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 10 points. Such a... And that...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Russell, also Malik Beasley out there, and it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And that one's good. Russell. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Well, you try to look for weaknesses in Towns' game, but really not much there to speak of, particularly at the foul line, where he's been terrific.
The drive by Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guy.
Nailed from three-point land. And that's 15 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Back to Russell. Fires the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz leading by 14. Over to the wing. Right side, Conley. Here's Mitchell. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Layman, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley. Utah also making some changes. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Johnson against O'Neal. Out to Russell. Takes a 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. The drive by Russell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Russell's got 8 points.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
And it's Mitchell missing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Mudiay. Clarkson on the wing. Here's O'Neal. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. O'Neal's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Johnson, the pass to Reed, and it's Layman in the corner. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Beasley's checked in for Minnesota. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Culver. Knocked loose. Fast break, Minnesota up the floor. Rebound, Utah.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Basket counts. Mitchell's got 11 in the second half.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
Russell from long range bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Jazz leading by 13. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Russell. Inside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Beasley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Mitchell against Beasley. Bogdanovich wide open. The three-pointer no good. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Russell. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Russell's got 13 points now in the quarter. And so it's the Utah Jazz in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Utah, Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Conley. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Russell passes to Beasley. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's Beasley on the wing. 5 to shoot. Russell with a wide open look. The step back jumper is good. Russell's got 15 points in just the second half. Utah leading by 6. On the wing, Ingles. Feeds it to Gobert. And so the Jazz with another turnover. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
I guess Towns got a little bit of point guard in him. The big fella with a beautiful dime right there.
Utah calls timeout. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Towns wide open. Rebounded by Clarkson. Utah leading. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Bradley kicks to Moutier. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. So it's Minnesota now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Back to Russell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here's Bradley, and again, unable to change momentum here. To tie it up. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Beasley. Russell's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Jazz shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Moutier with the ball. To the middle. Here's Bradley. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Jazz making a change here. Gobert checked in for Bradley. Bogdanovich comes in for George Niang. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. Russell dishes to Towns. It's not going to go for him. Gobert with the defensive effort. Mitchell wide open. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Here's Russell. He kicks to Towns. Pass to Okogie. Beasley dishes to Towns. 6 to shoot. Stolen by O'Neal. Lob pass to Conley. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Russell. Gobert with the block. And they get it back. Out left to the wing. Russell against O'Neal. Another miss by Minnesota. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. At one point, they led by 16. And it's Mitchell missing, and the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That is his first foul of the game. James Johnson's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. And Utah with a change here, too. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Johnson left side. Back to Russell. From outside the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 46 seconds left in the game.
Wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch.
And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 4 points at the basket from Russell. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
And it's Mitchell missing. Minnesota with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now the feed to Gobert.
Good. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. He doesn't bleed blood, but he bleeds cold blood ice. Russell tearing hearts out down the stretch.
Mitchell looking it over. No good there. And so it's Utah who's straight by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really, and a
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. It's time for the NBA. Payday.
Kevin, thanks for...
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. We've got Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker lays it up and banks it in. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game. And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here is Russell. And the rejection by Ayton.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
Johnson finds Ayton. Poke loose. The pass to Johnson. Back to Ayton. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Shot clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Here's Rubio following the bucket by the Timberwolves. There's the steal. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, understanding not only the routes, but the speed and angles of those routes, Russell with a knack to find the right spot.
And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there, though?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
He can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. And the basket by Okogie.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there, skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
Here's Ayton. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And that one's good. Towns.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
For 3, Booker. Rebound, Minnesota.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Towns for 3. But they get it back. Culver passes to Towns. Lets it go with the 3. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Carter finds Saric. Kaminsky with the ball. Here's Carter. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson, the pass to Culver. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
To the paint. It's tipped. Towns against Saric. Towns down low. 8 points for him. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Between his... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. Back to Carter. Suns moving the ball around to the inside. Here's Kaminsky. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Timberwolves leading by 12. And it's Layman in the corner. Pass to Noel. Here's Reed. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 7 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Kaminsky. Some solid defense from Johnson.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And stolen by Russell. Passes it to Reed. And it's Russell in the corner. Pass to Okogie. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. So both teams making some changes here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Suns trail by 14. And Rubio kicks to Johnson. From the arc. Reed with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And he comes up with the deuce. Okogie's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The pass to Rubio. Back to Booker. Fires from deep. Here's Baines. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And a foul called on Minnesota. Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
Shots good by Hernangomez.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rubio, the pass to Johnson. The dish now to Booker. From deep three-point range. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 4 rebounds in this game.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Rubio finds Johnson. Back to Rubio. Now Baines. Three-pointer. Rubio misses.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Baines. And again, it's the Suns missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Okogie, the pass to Reed. Russell against Booker. From deep. Oubre pulls it in. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. They trail by 16. Rubio misses. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oubre against Beasley. And stolen by Booker. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Here's Oubre. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Here's Okogie. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Timberwolves lead by 18. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are in control of this game, up by 8. And that...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernangomez in at the 4 spot. Booker dishes to Ayton.
Big man you don't want to send to the line. DeAndre Ayton's free throw capabilities keep him on the floor at all times.
The Suns have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Ayton hits them both. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Suns trail by 20. Rubio, the pass to Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Now, finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
That one drops for him. Russell's got 8 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And Booker kicks to Rubio. Banked in off the glass.
Ricky Rubio playing super confident right now.
Minnesota leading by 20. Russell looking it over. With a step back. And again, it's Minnesota.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Down low. Shakes him. He takes it up and lays it in. He's got 12.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Rubio finds Oubre. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's Russell with the 3. They get it again. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. That's no good. That miss makes him 5 for 11 from the field. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Well, Booker has established that he can score and now showing that he can play make.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Beasley. Takes the 3. Unable to get that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Booker. An easy 2 points on the layup. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now Devin Booker showing a nice touch around the rim.
Russell against Rubio. Outside Russell. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Russell's got 12 in the game. Booker outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. From the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. 6 to shoot. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
The first free throw is good.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Carter with the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Noel, defended by Carter. Noel passes to Reed. Over Kaminsky, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Jerome in at point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Kaminsky kicks to Carter. Pass to Saric. Back to Carter. Shot on the wing. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
Saric enjoyed an unbelievable amount of success overseas, and it's amazing how we continue to find these great international stories and how much the sport continues to scour the globe for this kind of talent.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
He gets that one.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Timberwolves leading by 23. Culver passes to Lehman. Here's Reed, covered by Baines. Here's Lehman. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Suns shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Bridges. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Bridges has got his first basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Johnson surveying the floor. From deep 3-point range. The 3. Jerome with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Saric, that's good.
Fighting through the contact, Dario does a great job that time.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Here's Reed. Baines with the block. Bridges for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And up the court come the Suns on the break. A nice shot by Carter. Carter's got his first basket of the night.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Timberwolves leading by 15. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. From deep, Johnson. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way.
And this is going to end
in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Fast break, here we go. And he's going up for the alley-oop, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Here's Noel, and he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Johnson, a wide open look. A nice shot by Culver.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
To the paint, 11 feet away. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Noel. The half-court bomb falls off target. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can
you for that. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the small forward position. Johnson finds Booker. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz. And the pass to Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Booker following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Now Conley. Inside and taken away by Johnson. Fast break. Here come the Suns. It's stolen by Ingles. Outside Conley. And the layup falls.
Conley is so adept in pick and roll sets. The defense never knowing if he's going to pass or shoot after the screen.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
PSGA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019, was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Mitchell wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And finished off by Oubre.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Ingles. Mitchell outside. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, that's easy offense. Hard to stay in front of Mitchell. It takes a collective effort defensively.
To the middle, here's Rubio. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
A different look for Utah. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Suns trail by 6. And Baines kicks to Carter. On the wing, Booker. Shoots over Clarkson. No good from Booker.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Bridges with the steal. Carter, the pass to Booker. Can't hit that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Jazz leading by 6. Moutier looking around. And Moutier throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Booker. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. It has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Here's Bogdanovich. And Gobert kicks to Moutier. Carter pulls it in. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Baines dishes to Saric. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. And the Suns making a change here.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Clarkson kicks to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. Outside for Davis. Down low. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. .23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Kaminsky, the pass to Jerome. Carter against Clarkson. Gobert with the block.
You got to keep your head on the swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert. He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Jordan Clarkson is out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. Then there's Davis. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the group right now for Utah.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And the thing that stood out for me last year about Mudiay, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, GA, a career high from the field. He was solid also from 3. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
Here's Kaminsky. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
And Utah turns it over again. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Mitchell comes in for Mudiay. Oubre is checked in for Phoenix. Ricky Rubio comes in for Carter. Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Right wing. Saric finds Kaminsky. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Oubre for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Back to Mitchell. It's good.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Suns trail by 8. Pass to Saric. To the inside. Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Over Davis. Phoenix no good that time either. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Inside. And finished off by Oubre.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Pass to Mitchell. Baseline try. Jerome with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Count it. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bogdanovich comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Mike Conley subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Suns trail by 7. Here is Rubio. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And you know what? That play doesn't happen a few years ago. Rubio's a lot stronger now.
The drive by Mitchell. And the rejection by Ayton. Conley kicks to Ingles. Pass to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. That one no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Baines dishes to Ayton. Rebounded by the Jazz.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley. He dishes it to Davis. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Davis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And here's Booker from the arc. A new 14 for the Suns. Here's Baines. Here's Ayton. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. And a change for the Suns. Carter, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Booker the pass to Baines. Fires for 3. No good from Booker.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Moutier, he's checked in for Utah. And the Suns also making a change. Mikal Bridges checked in for Johnson. Now the pass to Bridges. Oh, Ayton in position.
And these are the shots you want Ayton taking. He's just so smart on offense.
Jazz leading by 7. And here is Conley. Out to the right wing. Booker against Moutier. And then Moutier slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
And so it's the Utah Jazz in control with the 9-point lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very... Look at the history of the Utah Jazz. No championships, Kenny, but 2 final appearances and a couple of...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nice game. Great performance by Emmanuel Moutier.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Mitchell against Johnson. Clock at 6. Conley finds Mitchell. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Gobert down low. Ayton's there. Conley left side. Outside, Bogdanovich. No good from outside.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses. I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich.
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Unbelievable. I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz.
Because he's so good at putting the ball on the floor and making plays, the 3 is going to be available to Donovan Mitchell.
Rubio dishes to Oubre. Here's Ayton. Gobert with the block. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Bogdanovich. And now a 12-point Jazz lead.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
And here's Booker from the arc. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Johnson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first one falls. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Carter, he's checked in for Johnson. Both free throws good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Saric finds Carter. Here's Baines. Makes it off the glass. Baines has got his 2nd bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
2 points. That one goes. And the Jazz lead by 10.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Jerome, good. Jerome's got his first points in this one.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now here's Moutier. He's tightly guarded, and he makes that one. Moutier's got 6 here in this quarter.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Carter, the pass to Bridges. Here's Jerome. Gobert with the block. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Moutier, finished off the break. Moutier's got 18 points.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Jerome passes to Baines. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
The Jazz making a switch here. Conley's checked in. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The effectiveness of Bogdanovich, able to work from anywhere and to get a good shot.
Carter looking around. Here's Kaminsky. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And so it's the Utah Jazz up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Conley, and it's O'Neal in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the wing right side. At the top of the key, Gobert. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Suns trail by 12. To the paint, here's Booker. Good D by Bogdanovich. Gobert the pass to Clarkson. Jazz passing it around, and that one is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A nice shot by Carter.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Here's Clarkson. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Up top, Gobert. Conley left side. Back to Gobert. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Kaminsky's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Inside. Conley feeling it out. And he lays it straight in. And the Jazz lead by 12.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
They double team Conley. A 3 from Bogdanovich. That one doesn't drop. Now the Suns take it the other way. Bridges inside the 3-point line. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Out to Conley. Back to Bogdanovich. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
What about the passing of Conley? Always ready to zip it over to the open man.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. No good there. Utah leading by 9. Bogdanovich dishes to Clarkson. Pass to Gobert. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's guarded by Kaminsky. O'Neal passes to Bogdanovich. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. O'Neal's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And it's Carter missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Kicks it to Booker. Beyond the arc. Cranes the three-pointer.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Outside Conley. At the top of the key, Gobert. And it's good, 2 points. And the Jazz lead by 10.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For three, Booker. Rebound, Utah. They've led by as many as 14 points. Clarkson against Carter. Clarkson passes to Gobert. Again, the Jazz score.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Shards with it. For three, Booker. That shot off the mark. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference.